Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. It's Amara K, and I'm excited for this video because I will be doing a product review slash first impression for Smashbox. I haven't tried out a whole lot of Smashbox items. I'm a big fan of their primers, but I was in Sephora the other day and I saw this product and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to try it since I'm like obsessed with foundation sticks, and I'm excited to try out this new Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation Stick. I got the shade 3.3. It is a foundation stick. One side, the flat side, is the foundation and the angled side is the contour. They are advertising this as a soft contour, and it kind of reminded me of the KKW Beauty Contour Sticks. I tried to review it and the video was just so bad. I was like, I'm not even posting this, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. Just first off, I'll twist up the foundation side, and when I was doing my matching in the store, I really liked the color, so we'll see how this goes today. But this is how much product you get. I personally think it could be a little bit more because it is $42, but I guess they were trying to split the difference between the foundation side and the angled side. I'll twist up the angled side all the way up, and you don't really get that much on the angled side either. So I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I don't understand products like this when they don't give you that much. I guess they think you're not going to be using that much, you don't need that much, but I personally think they could have got like a little bit more on the contour side, and I guess compared to the contour side, I guess this is pretty generous for the foundation. But overall, I just think it's just kind of not a lot of product for this to be $42, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna roll this down and get right into it. I've already done my brows as well as prime. The primer I used was the Smashbox, of course, Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I figured that would be the best to use for this product. I'm gonna go straight into this. So I'm just taking the foundation side and I'm gonna start just putting this on my skin. Ooh, and I am really liking this color. Really liking this color a lot. Usually foundation sticks, they don't necessarily have the contour on the other end because it's kind of like you kind of have to foresee this type of skin tone, the color you're using for the foundation, what they would want as a contour color. So I'm a little curious to see how this is going to work out for the contour. Overall, just from first impression, just from looking at it, I think I'll like the contour, but we'll see. They advertise it as a soft contour, and I'm more into a little more of a strong contour, so we'll see. But overall, this foundation color is really beautiful. This looks like my perfect shade, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. I'm gonna roll this down because I get really nervous about foundation sticks and like just leaving them twisted up. I always feel like it's gonna like clump off or something. I'm going to knock it over and it's going to break apart. So that's the only sort of bad thing about dealing with foundation sticks, just being super careful and having to roll them down and roll them up constantly, as opposed to say like a liquid foundation where you can just twist the bottle cap back on. But just a little small stuff. But for the summertime, you guys know I've been loving foundation sticks so far. If you checked out my July favorites, they are just my new obsession. So I'm gonna blend this out. Blending out pretty nicely. I'm really loving the color. It looks really close to my skin tone, which I like. Sometimes I think foundation sticks don't really have the best range, actually, of foundations just altogether. I don't think usually have the best range when it comes to deeper skin tones, but this is really blending out very nicely. I can't remember offhand how many shades were after 3.3. If you are deeper than me, but I saw this in my Sephora, and usually Sephora gets things maybe a couple weeks or maybe 2 to 3 weeks after it hits like the brand's website. So you should definitely be able to go into Sephora and swatch out the colors for yourself and see what your best match will be. Again, I'm shade 3.3. Okay, I'm still noticing a little bit of my discoloration there, so I'm just going to go over that just a few more times. I see some here, but that's also where my laugh lines are, so I don't really want to put a lot of product there. Just going over some areas I think need a little bit more coverage. I'm gonna go in with the contour side now. The picture on the box looks as if they actually used this whole side to do the contour, and that's a first for me, just using something this wide. But we'll give it a try. So I'm just going to start shaping my face out. I want to turn this on the side to make the line thinner so bad, because that's just what I'm used to. Like, I'm used to maybe like a smaller wand, or even contour sticks that I've used. They've just been thinner and slimmer than this, so it's a little different using something this thick. I am going to turn it on the nose here because I don't want something that thick. So I'm just using it on the side. As far as the color looks like something I would definitely gravitate to. It's obviously complements the foundation. Okay, that nose contour looks a little weird, but it's weird trying to put this on the side. I'm now going to use the Smashbox 24-Hour Studio Skin Concealer. This is in a shade medium dark, and I'm just going to go about and do my regular highlight. I haven't used this concealer in a while, but I really do want to test out how all these products work together. Obviously, because they are from the same company, I'm hoping to get the best results using this together. I also don't want my review to be negative, and you know, if I use something else, you know, I feel like it's the most fair to use all the same company's products, so that way if anything does go wrong, we know that it's from the company and not just from some third-party product that I used. I'm blending out the concealer. I'm going to let the contour sit a little longer, since that is the product that we are reviewing. I usually blend out my highlight before my contour anyway, so just blending this out. I'm ready to blend out this contour. I'm first going to go in with the Sigma F77 chisel and trim contour brush, and I'm just going to work this contour up. I'm really anxious to see how this blends out, because the shape of the contouring side is so thick and wide. So I'm just kind of a little cautious, a little nervous how this is going to blend out. I feel like maybe the contour might be too thick, but we'll see. This is definitely a thicker contour application than what I would usually do with, like, say, like a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or something like that. It just seems so wide. But that actually might be good. I actually do like the width of it when it comes to contouring my chin and my neck, you know, just to get that nice thick line that I usually do around the jawline in order to contour and get rid of the double chin and all that type of stuff. So I do like it for that area. Not really sure how I like it on the cheeks. It just seems super thick so far. I definitely have to work this in a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender and I'm gonna pinch it like I usually do and just blend it out just a little bit more. Give it sort of a gradient into the highlight. If I were to try this out again, I probably would turn the angled side on its side just to get a thinner line. I'm not really liking the thickness of it, but I feel like that's probably more of a preference thing. I also think about because my face is oval, I don't know, it just looks like, you know, something like this, something this thick, it just seems like this could be problematic depending on the shape of your face. Like this will probably work really well if you have like a heart shape or you know, like more of a square type of face. I feel like for oval shaped faces and thinner faces altogether, that's a contour this thick and applying it straight on like that could probably just not be as flattering. But the color itself is a beautiful contour shade to match with the foundation. I'm very surprised that they got that right. It's very tricky to do a dual-ended contour stick and get the foundation side and the contour side, the perfect shades to come together. One that'll match the person that's using it, and the contour actually being the appropriate shade for a contour. So it's I'm definitely impressed by that. The contour is definitely soft. I thought it was going to be a little deeper, but it is a soft contour, so they did advertise that correctly. I'm gonna go in with a, actually, you know, I'm just gonna use what's on my beauty blender, and I'm gonna use this foundation beauty blender and just blend out that contour a little bit more around the cheeks. I want to make sure I show this to you guys before I set it with powder, just so you can get the color and its true finish and how it applies. It actually blends out really, really well. Usually I would be nervous about trying this for the first time on camera because I'm not the biggest fan of foundation sticks before this summer, so I'm just really surprised that this is really working out the way it is. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then come back. So guys, this is the finished look with all of my makeup put together. My final verdict on this, kind of 50-50. In love with the foundation. I love the shade. It goes on really, really well. This is a really good shade for me. I find it very hard to find my exact shade when it comes to foundation sticks. I do think that they could have gave you a little bit more product. My issue comes in with the contour side. It's definitely a soft contour. Once I blended it out, it does give you just a soft contour. It's not really like angled, you know. If you're really into that type of thing, this may not be the product for you. Overall, I think products like this are more meant for on the go. I don't see me reaching for something like this on my vanity, only because I have so many different foundations, and I think this is more for people on the go and just a convenience thing to just throw in your bag. In that situation, this is definitely a great product, but as far as this, I definitely feel like you should get more product than this for the contour. I don't like the shape of it. I feel like the width of it, this circle here, I feel like it was just a little too thick on my cheeks. Initially I thought maybe that would play into angling out the face, but it just made me blend it out even more. The fact that this was so wide, putting this on my cheek, it was weird. It was uncomfortable because I don't usually go in with my contour that thick on my cheeks. So I guess it's just a preference thing. I definitely love the foundation side. As far as the contour side, I feel like if I were to use this again, I would probably turn it on the side to make the line a little thinner, just to give me a little more control as far as blending it out. I feel like going straight in with the thick width of this, it just made it a little more of a task to blend this out and really chisel my cheeks the way I like to do them. So I think it's more of a preference thing. I honestly feel like this is more for people that are on the go and need to just have a quick compact way to do their makeup. I don't necessarily think this is for just makeup buffs that are going to put this on their vanity. Things like this just scream travel. I have a busy life. I'm always on a plane. Like, that's what I think about when I see this. So depending on what your preference is, if you're a big stick foundation buff, this may be for you. As far as the colors, I think they did a great job as far as matching the foundation with a contour that will be complementary for it. I was very skeptical about that, but this color actually worked out really well compared to the foundation color. So I'm definitely not mad at that. I'm just not in love with the shape of the contour, and I wish it was just a little bit more product. So if you do have this product, please let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. Did you return it? Do you like it? How was the foundation side? How was the contour side? Were they complimentary based on your shade and all that jazz? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below how this product worked out for you. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you subscribe down below, as well as click the bell button. Please also comment down below with any suggestions for future videos you may want to see. I'm always reading my comments and making sure I respond to you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.